Before we get into the actual learning lab, I would like to talk about what many students ask me as a teacher, but also ask many other teachers of, why should I care in a sense? And I totally understand. That's how I felt with most of my high school math classes, most of my college math classes. Never got an answer, but here I want to provide an answer for you guys. With going over our four E's, which I learned in teaching in all of my education courses. Effectiveness, efficiency, enhancement, and engagement. Effectiveness, we'll start there. Effectiveness, as we said before, this goes into the standards. This will help you achieve the certain learning standards that I'm supposed to be teaching you, aka like analyzing historical context and using that to then interpret your own history. In a sense, that's very umbrella term, I guess, for lack of words. But not only that, but this will then, after you know this first basic of analyzing sources, interpreting history, and understanding the contents of what's going on in the past, you will then take this into certain histories that you want to talk about, that you want to learn more about. As I said, we're going to learn about, the 1968 Poor Persons Campaign and, discuss that, which I know most of you have never heard of it. It's not well known, but at the same time, you could take this into certain historical events that you want to talk about, that you want to teach people about. For me, that was in college. I was obsessed with the Black Plague. I wanted to know more about the Black Plague. I loved telling people about the Black Plague. And I wrote many papers and had my own interpret histories about the Black Plague because, again, so long ago, nobody knows what happened. So, I was that link. So you could take this and talk about and then analyze any part of history that you are more open to. And I know this is going to be a struggle because I know we don't want to learn about this, but it is important. And as I said, you will take this on to other history events that you may like. What was the next one? Efficiency. Efficiency, after we learn this, it'll be easier for you guys to then write papers or give presentations, and as well as just speaking your own truth. And I hope that this will help you be more okay and more confident with your own thoughts and your own opinions about history than you were before. Because, as I said before, there are right or wrong answers, but there's no wrong or right way to interpret history. As I said, we only have so much to go on, and that's where we as historians come in to fill in the blanks that we think could have happened. That's what history is all about. Enhancement. I believe that this learning lab, and as well as just history in general, is not possible. Like, all of my professors loved books, loved having me find physical books to cite. But it is so hard to access them, but it is also hard for people to access internet. So I think that you need a bit of both. There's so many beautiful academic journals out there that are only online, and as well as this, these kind of learning labs are only found online, and it's it is more helpful to have more than few. So that's where I think this goes. And last but not least, engagement. I think history can be so engaging if you can relate to it, which is hard. But at the same time, how I related to most of my history classes, especially the hard, really heavy ones, is that this happened. Like, people were struggling. People are still struggling today. Some of the things that we were talking about in history are still happening in other parts of the world, which should make you guys mad, should make you want to take action. And so that's what I want out of my history students, is that you guys learn what had happened. See that sometimes this is happening right now again as we're moving into 2020, and saying that no, this is not okay, and fighting for what you believe in. Okay, so now we'll go into the learning lab.